Good morning, headmaster, teachers, and boys. Today, I would like to talk about success. All of us are familiar with the slogan, DBS, best of the best, and the many chants that propel us to pursue excellence in all that we do. Of course, we all have slightly different ideas of what it means to be successful or to be the best. Some of us might define success as a clean sweep of all the inter-school sports championships, while others might not truly be satisfied with their success until they receive international recognition. Some of us might define success by the riches we gain, while others might define success by how much they could beat Barcelona in 90 minutes. And still others, they might define success by what their beloved institutions can accumulate throughout the decades. Now today, I will not define success for you, for we are all entitled to our own opinion. But I do want to introduce you to one of the most successful persons in history. She is Queen Victoria. As one of the longest reigning monarchs of all time in the United Kingdom, Queen Victoria was ruler over the empire on which the sun never sets, meaning the vastness of her kingdom was so great, the sun would always be touching at least one territory of her empire throughout the everyday 24-hour cycle, whether the sun rises from the east or sets in the west. Nonetheless, neither the greatness of her kingdom nor the riches of her royal treasures impressed me as much as her attitude towards life and eternity. One of the chaplains of Queen Victoria had been preaching on the return of Jesus Christ during the end times, and afterward, in conversation with the preacher, the Queen exclaimed, "Oh, how I wish that the Lord Jesus Christ would come back during my lifetime." "Why?" asked the chaplain, "does your Majesty feel this very earnest desire?" The lips of the Queen began to quiver, yet her whole face was lighted up by deep emotion. Then she said, "I would love to lay my crown at Jesus' feet when he returns." Dear teachers and boys, we all have different pursuits, we all have different endeavors, and we all define success differently. For Queen Victoria, she knew she was successful, and she knew that her kingdom was one of the largest empires in the history of mankind. Yet none of that could compare to the living hope that Jesus Christ had won for her through his death and resurrection, because the love of God for her is something that can never spoil, fade, or be destroyed. Even her crown of gold could not compare to the eternal joy that God gives her, and so Queen Victoria could only hope that one day she could lay her crown at Jesus' feet. Famous actor Jim Carrey, the same guy from Bruce Almighty, once said, "I think everyone should get rich and famous and do everything they ever dreamed of, so they can see that it's not the answer." Meaning, he hopes that if you have been dreaming of becoming a billionaire, you would become a billionaire. If you have been dreaming of becoming an Olympic gold medalist, you would become an Olympic gold medalist. And if you have been dreaming of becoming an actor, a doctor, a lawyer, a scientist, a musician, a politician, even the chief executive of Hong Kong, that you would become these things, so that when that happens, you would know that these are not the answers to life. Queen Victoria recognized that all her medals, trophies, and crowns of gold she achieved in life are nothing compared to the joy that the Lord gives you. I encourage you all that if one day you realize that nothing you achieve in life seems to give you joy or satisfaction or answers, you will remember the story of Queen Victoria, that the only joy in life comes from laying down everything you have at the feet of Jesus Christ. Amen.